What's going on, guys? Quentin here. So I'm back with another one. What I'm going to be doing today is installing this transmission cooler. And one thing that's way different than this one and the other is this one's ginormous. So this is a transmission cooler from Gagsu. I have no clue who that is. But they make a transmission cooler. It had pretty decent reviews on Amazon. That's why I bought it. And I want to say it was right around $100, maybe a little bit more. But check out the size of this thing. Well, first, it looks like it comes with some brackets that I will be using. These fittings and hose clamps and stuff that I will not be using. I have some aftermarket lines that I'm going to be using to mate it up to the 4L80E. This hose as well, I'm not going to be using this hose at all. So this, give me 1 second, someone's got a big system they're letting everybody hear. Back to the video. So this is the trans cooler that I'm going to be installing, and I've had it in and out of here a few times, just trying to see where exactly I wanted it installed. With the Blazer, there's not too much room up front here, but there's enough to get everything in. You just got to do a little bit of work to it all. So the radiator is going to be sitting back here. I do plan on running AC, and so that's going to sit right on this shelf right behind the AC. Let me grab the camera so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so if you take a look in here, you'll see this little shelf right here. This is where the radiator is going to sit. It has one end here and the other end is going to be right there. And then this shelf up is where the condenser for the AC is going to sit. And all of this is on the back side of the core support. So with the original setup, the transmission lines ran into the radiator, and then it had a small oil cooler that sat right about here. And that's not going to work for the setup that I have, because I do plan on doing some towing. I plan on going into the mountains and doing long drives. So I just want to avoid any issues with heat. And so I got this pretty big trans cooler. And so what my plan is to do is to mount it up from here. But you can see this support that just holds up this front piece right here, and it just supports the center support. What I'm going to do is end up just doing a little bit of trimming in here. That way I can just slide this in, and then I'm going to take those mounting brackets they have and just mount them to either side. And what I'm probably going to do is just push this all to one side, because I may end up mounting, I got to see how it all works out, but I may end up mounting a small oil cooler. So I'm probably going to put it to this side actually, because the oil cooler lines will be on that side. So I'll probably mount it on this side, and the trans lines are going to be going on this side. So yeah, I'm going to mount it more to this side. That way I leave a little bit room if I need to add an oil cooler up to the front there. So I'm going to grab my saw, and I'm going to cut twice and measure once. Right. So now that that's like that. And guys, I don't recommend this. There's a lot of rigidity. I don't recommend this, but I feel like there's enough rigidity in the core support that it's not going to miss this little piece too much. So that's why I'm doing it. So this is the cuts I ended up making. You can see it right there. Now let's test fit it. There's going to be a little blockage right there, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything. So to me, that looks pretty dang on good. I'm probably going to have it come up just a little bit where it can actually sit right in there. So, nice. I'm going to do is I'm going to just clean that up a little bit in there. Kind of get the sharp edges go away. Alright guys, so now that that's fitting, what I'm going to do is just take the grinder and smooth this stuff out so there's no sharp edges. Perfect, now it's OEM. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to see how these will work in here. Alright guys, so there you have it. Quick install of the trans cooler. I'm now going to grab the transmission lines and see if I can get them ran to the transmission, and they're going to be going on this side of the engine base. So